I don't know who's here today. I'm probably not going to stream for long, but I decided instead of playing a game today, I'll be working on some memes instead. Let's see if I full screen this. No, I guess it's not the. Alright, that works, I guess. So I've been making a new Octagon meme because now that Jack Black is relevant again, we need to revive these memes. They're the greatest memes in the world. I'd even argue that it's even better than Gachi to an extent. But that's kind of like, I don't know, Gachi's kind of just like its own thing. But it is part of the Nico Nico Douga edit thing, along with the, that other popular one is like the Japanese Ronald McDonald. I don't like that one though, because it's all Japanese, so I can't understand it. I like the Octagon one so much better. So I don't know if I'm probably not gonna like upload this to YouTube or anything. I'm just streaming today for no reason. Just working on this. It's in the early stages. I just started yesterday, so I don't know exactly how this is gonna go. I gotta make my samples and stuff. There's no sample pack or anything. You just take the audio from the video and just sample it yourself, basically. Let's see.
I totally forgot to bring an Octagon.
I think what I need to do is need another one for sure. Oh, where's the there's a part where he says like a T sound or something, and they use that for like the percussion or the drums. I think he's like, I have to find an Octagon.
I forgot to bring an Octagon. This is embarrassing. Okay, don't worry. We can go find one. Come on, let's go find an Octagon. Stop! Sorry, Elmo, I can't stop at the stop sign right now. I'm busy looking for an Octagon. Stop! Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an Octagon.
Around here somewhere.
Stop, how can I find an Octagon? An Octagon. Stop sign, but I have to find an Octagon.
It's like when he says Octagon, that T sound there. They use for the percussion, I think.
Octagon. Now, Octagon is the word Octagon. Now, Octagon. I'm busy looking for an Octagon. I see the stop sign, but I have to find an Octagon.
I think it's that one right there.
I find an Octagon.
God damn it. I fucking hate Edison. He's the worst sampler.
Stop! Sorry, Elmo, I can't stop at the stop sign right now. I'm busy looking for an Octagon. An Octagon. An Octagon. If I stop.
Why does it do that? Stop going back to the fucking beginning.
Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an Octagon.
It's that right there. It might be another one actually. I don't know. Hold on.
Angles. This stop sign is an octagon.
Might be that one at the end there.
Angles. This stop sign is an octagon. Octagon. We found an octagon. Octagon. I totally forgot to bring an octagon. Oh, man. I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides.
I can add some background right here. Hold on.
I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one.
It's that right there. No, that sounds better.
Oh, man. I totally...
Hold on.
Oh, man. I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on. Oh, man. I totally...
I could probably make a new sample for that actually. Just duplicate this then. Hold on.
I totally...
Damn it. How do I... Alright, let's see. It's still playing the whole thing.
I totally forgot to bring...
Still playing the whole thing for some reason. That's not what I wanted.
I totally forgot to... I totally...
Why does it just sound like that now? So that doesn't actually affect it at all then. So then what the fuck? Well, what do I do then? could probably actually just make another sample by undoing the time stretch. Yeah, that's probably just how it's gonna have to be.
Oh, man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. To bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides. And 1, 2, to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon! Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon! Stunning angles. We found an octagon!
Need some automation on the volume for these things. Can't just put samples over it, you gotta have some effects in there too.
Stunning angles. We found an octagon!
Do you really have that copy pasta still saved? That's amazing.
Stunning angles. We found an octagon! To bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon.
Summarizing 2018. Don't you dare finish it. No, I probably won't. I'll go finish like when I eat dinner or something, then I'll probably end the stream then. Summary of my 2018 is fucking sleeping and homework and memes. That's about it. I did nothing this year. I really just didn't have a fucking life this year at all. It sucks. In music? Oh, nice. I'm just saying that's a summary of my 2018. It was pretty uneventful, honestly. This was a shitty year. It was just me sleeping, looking at memes, making a few memes, and like people dying. That's about it. So my resolution for 2019 is to get a life, like actually get some muscles, like actually make friends, like get a real fucking job that doesn't, because the online shit doesn't really count, because I never do it. Actually work on music and streaming, and not just say I'm gonna do them and then never do them. You know, like following through with what I intend to do. And hopefully 2019 ends up actually going somewhere and maybe traveling too, because I never traveled anywhere, but I want to go places. I want to like do shit, you know what I mean? I never go anywhere. Not like I ever had a chance to. Like, you're in a pretty tight situation. My family's just not doing so well. I can't even afford like 2 cars, and my dad takes the only car we have to work 6 days a week, so it's not like I even get to go anywhere. I have a license, I just can't use it, and it sucks. I mean, it's not like I even got my license until like August or whatever. It was like right around my birthday, like July or August or something. So it's not really like I had a chance to go anywhere on my own, but like now that I can, I want to, you know what I mean? Like hopefully I can get a car or something and just go places and shit, you know, that'd be fun. Grow a beard. You want to grow a beard? I mean, I don't know if I want to. I'm kind of getting like stubbles and shit. I have a mustache going on, but that's about it. I don't have much facial hair. I'm still kind of young in the development area, I guess, like physical bodily development. 6 days a week is a lot, yeah, because it's a one-parent working family, and that's pretty rare nowadays. Usually both parents work nowadays, and that's not how our family is. So it's, yeah, probably a mistake on our end, but it's not like, you know, not like my mom could just go out and get a job or anything. Like, she doesn't have a degree, so you know, what's she gonna do? The Russians, 1 car is fine. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's just different here because it's like 2 cars is like normal now. It's like if you don't have 2 cars, and especially if you don't get to go anywhere, you know, with the 1 car that you have, because you know, one of your family members is constantly always out with it, you know, just trying to make money for the family. It's like we're basically borderline low class. Like I hate to say it, but like, you know, we're not low class, but like we're middle low class. We're definitely not like average middle, because we are struggling financially. It's not going too well. So I'm hoping 2019 is good for like me and my family as a whole. Maybe we'll actually fix ourselves up, find some financial blessings or whatever. I don't know. One parent working, yeah. Both parents don't even, like, my dad works, my mom doesn't. So, and that's rare. Usually both parents work nowadays, because, you know, you can't afford to have just a single parent working anymore, and that's, I think we're enough proof of that. Maybe it was a good idea at the time, like when my parents first got married, like in the mid 90s, they were like settling down or whatever, you know. It was probably easier back then, but, you know, I guess they didn't think that far into the future, huh? I don't know. But yeah, hopefully 2019 ends up being a good year, because when I actually look back at 2018, like I've never had a year like this before, where I can actually look back and say, wow, this was a shit year. Like every year has either been like fine, like, life just going on as it is, or, mediocre or whatever, or, I've had good years when I was a kid, obviously, like when I was younger. But like this is the first year where I can truly look back and say, wow, I did not do shit with my life this year. I didn't do anything with my life this year. And I hate that. And I don't want it to ever happen again. So like I finally realized what I need to like do with my life now. Like I need to go out and get one. I need to fucking work out. I need to like make some money. I need to start learning some shit about the economy. I need to work on my creative ambitions and not just put them to the side. Like I actually need to, get a hold of myself. And I'm not saying I can't have fun anymore, but I need to be responsible. I need to be more responsible with myself. I'm gonna go into college next year and I need to get my life sorted up. Hopefully my family can find some good fortune too, but that's just I need to work on myself as well, because I'm at that point now where I should be more social. I should have had a girlfriend by now. I should have probably lost my virginity by now, but I haven't. And not that I care too much about that, but it would be nice to have a girlfriend, because I never had one yet. And that's pretty sad, honestly, nowadays. If you're like 17, 18, never been in a relationship. Like, I've never even been in a relationship. I've never even dabbled in anything like that. I've like tried maybe asking one or two girls out in my lifetime, got rejected both times, but I haven't done anything else about it. So, like, I need to really step up and improve myself. Because they'll always say, like, yeah, you should wait, don't worry about your virginity, you'll lose it. Not if I sit here and continue to do nothing. I gotta change myself, I gotta improve. I don't really care that I haven't lost my virginity yet, but I gotta work towards losing it. Because if I don't, then I'm just gonna end up like all the other fucking 25-year-old, neckbeards sitting on the internet all day, and I really don't want to end up like that. I gotta change myself while I'm still young, 17, pretty good age to make a difference in my life while I still can. Right before I graduate from high school, going into college, things have to change up around here. About time I turn myself around, because I haven't done that yet. And I see all my friends, my peers around me doing that, and I'm like sitting here like, man, I haven't done shit yet. I really got to start doing that. Like I got to get a hold of myself. It's about time I stop, sitting around all day and like just doing stupid shit. And like, it's hard to break out of this lifestyle that I've been in my whole life. But I feel like I could do it if I just get enough determination. And if I just start putting myself out there, start being a little more social. I've already made 2 new groups of friends in the last like 2 months or something. So that's pretty good. And I don't have to go too crazy with the whole finding friends thing, but at least get out there a little bit more and like do shit with my friends that I already have, before I go and never see them again if they all go off to college and stuff. So, yeah, I got to change myself up. And at least I'm not like, 24 years old, past my prime, like, oh, well, it's too late to fucking change now. I'm 17, pretty good age, finishing up high school. I think this is, if not like junior or sophomore year, like senior year of high school, that's a pretty good time to like change yourself and get a hold of yourself at the latest, if you haven't done so already. But, by the time I get to college, I should, be a better person. I need to just be a better person. I need to become better. I need to improve myself. I haven't done anything like that yet. And that's kind of my resolution for 2019, is to just work on myself, because I haven't done that yet and it sucks. And I really should. So doesn't mean I can't keep doing these memes and stuff, but it should be a side hobby, among other things.
I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing.
All went downhill after summer. Summer was amazing. Yeah, next year's all about stuff. Yeah, like I'm getting to the point now where like my summers, like for the last like 2 or 3 summers, I don't know, I've just sat inside all day, dude. I didn't like go out with friends or anything, but none of my friends fucking invited me to do anything with them. You know, that's another thing. It's like I have friends, they just don't invite me to do shit when they do shit. It sucks. It's like, what, you know, why aren't you inviting me? But you know, I can't blame them. I also have to blame myself and realize that it's probably because I don't put myself out there enough. I need to put myself out there more, and then maybe people wouldn't actually invite me to shit, but I don't, you know. I'm definitely never gonna be like in the, you know, I don't want to be a normie. Like I don't want to go out and like just make friends with people that I can't relate to. I'm not like an extrovert. I'm totally an introvert, and I'm really selective about my friends, and usually my friends end up being, just as much of societal outcasts as I am. So like I guess they're just either too socially awkward to invite me, or they just like forget that I exist or what. I don't know, but like I haven't done shit, the last like 2 or 3. Like summer's the time where you're supposed to get out and like do the most things, be the most social, and I just haven't been social at all the last few summers. I've just totally been a hermit inside all day, every day. And maybe this summer will be different. Maybe I'll actually go out and like look for girls this summer. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going into college, so it's like maybe even a little too late for that, but whatever. I don't care. I'll find a way to improve myself somehow. You're the initiator of these walks. Let's see. Yeah, I think it actually is. Like that's the thing though. Like, in order to like improve yourself, you kind of have to become more of a normie because like, you can't just, you know, like if you're just like you totally revolve around like the whole not being like everyone else, you're going to end up like a fucking loser. You're going to sit inside all day and not do anything because you don't want to be like at that point you're basically just rejecting society, but like, that's the thing. It's hard to be a part of a society that you don't want to be in, because you just don't want to be like everyone else. But you kind of have to sacrifice some of that uniqueness in order to fit into society. You kind of have to blend in with everyone else to an extent. You kind of have to be like everyone else to an extent. That's the thing. You have to be able to hold on to your own uniqueness, like whatever things make you unique, but you still have to kind of become a normie, I guess, and like, in the sense that you have to do things that everyone does in order to improve yourself. There's certain things you have to do to improve yourself. You work out or whatever, you be social, have small talk or whatever, just, normal things that people do. And it's like, well, if you want to improve yourself, yeah, those things are kind of stupid and like boring or whatever. Not necessarily working out, that's not what I mean. Like I just mean socializing, like small talk, like what you're interested in. You know, it's hard to be social and call yourself or it's hard to like be unique when society just revolves around everyone liking the same shit and following the same shit and talking about the same shit, same boring old pop culture shit over and over again. And people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm unique because I like this or that," but in the end they're all the same because they all talk about what fucking celebrity had this baby or what celebrity did this or that. It's like you're not really unique then. If that's all you fucking follow, like, or if you even follow it in general, like even if you follow other things, if you follow any of that shit, you're a normie. Like you're not unique. You're not fully unique at least. You're still a follower in that sense. You're still a robot in that sense. Like I don't want to follow all that bullshit about celebrities and, normies and pop culture that everyone follows. I don't like pop culture. I hate it. It turns everyone into robots even when they think they're not, because they do this or that, or they have this job that's different from everyone else's job, or one little thing that they think makes them unique, but in the end they're all the same because they all follow the same shit anyway. It's like they can't look for something that makes them truly unique. They can't learn to let go of the shit that everyone talks about and like find something that, or like find a community of people that wants to isolate themselves from all that, because they do exist and I'm part of them, you know. I've seen those communities and those are the communities that I'm part of, and that's why I don't have a lot of like friends or whatever, or you know, why I don't get along with most people, or not even get along, but I just like don't relate to most people because I don't follow what they follow, because I don't want to. I don't want to be a follower. I don't want to like the same shit that everyone likes, because that means you're really not unique. It means you are just a robot, even if you think you're not. Like I try to distance myself away from all the pop culture shit because it's not good for anyone. Why do you want to think the same that everyone else thinks? Why do you want to feel how everyone else feels, you know? Everyone looks for approval from everyone else, and that's why they do that, because they want everyone to, you know, we like things naturally that are similar to us. So when everyone is similar to everyone else, you approve of everyone else. People are going to approve of you more, and people want that approval. But like I don't want that approval. I want society's disapproval, you know? I want their approval in the sense that like I can contain myself and make myself, you know, like give myself a good life and be financially stable and like socially like comfortable, not necessarily successful, but comfortable, you know, without having to like and follow the same shit that everyone else does. Because, you know, that right there is true uniqueness. When you can still find success without liking all the same shit and like, you know, dealing with all the same bullshit that everyone else has to follow and like and deal with, you know, then you're truly living a unique life. Then you're actually different from everyone else, and you might actually have the potential to like change something, you know? But everyone just follows pop culture because they want to fit in. They want to feel comfortable. They don't want to stand out as much as they say they, you know, wish they could stand out. But they don't actually want to because they just want to be a part of the masses. Like, and then they start condemning people who actually do stick out like a sore thumb because they're jealous of them, because they wish they had something unique in their life, because they wish they were different from everyone else, but they project their insecurities onto everyone. They project their, you know, their, what is it, like they project their lack of, okay, what, I don't even know the right words, but like the lack of, you know, they project their like being a follower onto everyone else. Like they just, you're not a follower. Like, oh, I'm jealous of your, you know, you found something good to do with your life. You found something that people don't, you know, normally enjoy, and you found enjoyment in it. You know, what are you, just a loser and people not like you or something? It's like, yeah, people don't like me because they're fucking normies and they just want to fit in. That's what I mean by normies. Like everyone is like, what do you mean normies? Like, go get a life. It's like, I would like to have a life, but you know, having a life implies that you need to kind of blend in with everyone else and like stop being yourself, like so that you can fit in with everyone else. And it sucks. It's like people don't want uniqueness anymore. People just want to fit in. People just want to be like everyone else. Even if they say they don't, they still act like everyone else. They still like the same shit that everyone else likes. It's like everyone's just a fucking carbon copy of everyone else. It's ridiculous. And then they pick out the people who are, you know, losers in their eyes or whatever, and they're like, well, you're gonna be not successful or whatever, you just suck because you like things that most people don't like. So what are you, a loser? How do you like that stuff? It's like, because I'm not one of you, because I don't like things just to fit in. And I bet you like that shit too, and you're just too afraid to admit it because you don't want to lose your friends. You don't want to lose your, you know, fake friends who think that you're just their friend for fitting in with them or whatever. Friends, classmates had never done that. Yeah, sometimes they, you know, they won't actually like blatantly say that, but that's how they'll think. That's how they'll act. That's how they'll subconsciously, you know, shun people out from society. Yes, they listen to normie shit. And, you know, see, sometimes those are the kinds of people who like They're too afraid to express their true tastes because they just want to fit in. They just want approval from society. They don't want to look like a loser, so they listen to the same shit that everyone else listens to in the hopes that they won't look like a loser or they won't look like an outcast. But, people aren't comfortable with being outcasts because they don't want to, lose that approval from society. They don't want to, because they think that if they are an outcast, they think that they won't be able to find success in life. But like some of the most successful people are the outcasts. The successful people are the outcasts. There's a reason they're the 1%. Because they're the 1% of people who know what the fuck they're doing with their lives. They don't let society tell them what to do, and then people complain about them being successful. Like, why can't we have more? Why can't 99% get more? How are the 1% so successful? Like, what the fuck is wrong with, like, because they are different, because they embrace their difference and they use it to find success. That's how it is. I do follow Eurovision though. Sometimes it's okay to like look at pop culture as long as it's not your whole life though, because to a lot of people it really is just their whole life. They don't have any other interests, even if they think they like something that's slightly less popular, but it's like still part of pop culture. You know what I'm talking about? Like some Netflix show or some shit that like not everyone watches, but everyone still watches. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about the shit like that nobody watches, like that really nobody watches. I'm talking about, like the 200 viewer streamers on Twitch. Not even the 10K viewer streamers on Twitch, because even they're starting to become part of pop culture. I mean like the 1K or less Twitch streamers that like if you ask the average person, they're not gonna know what the fuck you're talking about or who the fuck you're talking about. They'd be like, what are you, some fucking loser neckbeard, you just sit inside all day? It's like, well, I could be that, but you gotta blend in with pop culture, with society if you want to, be socially successful. But you should be able to embrace those separate interests that you have and not be afraid to show them if they ever come up, and don't hide them just to fit in. Like, you can blend in with other people, like with society, but don't lose like the sense of showing what you truly like your true interests. And if you're true and honest to yourself, I think people will start to realize like, that hiding your true interests like isn't bad after all, and people will respect you more for that. They may think you're a loser just because they're jealous of like your ability to be comfortable with yourself, because so many people are insecure nowadays. They don't want to show who they really are because they're so insecure that they think they're gonna just be totally outcast from society. But like the people who do take that risk are, they may end up being outcasts because of other people's jealousy, but in the end they're the ones who have the happiest lives. If the goal of life is to find happiness, then they are winning. They are the winners in the end, because they're the ones who find their true happiness, and they don't let anything take that away from them. You know what I mean? That's the difficult dilemma with life, is that in order to be successful or socially successful, at least, I don't mean like fiscally, that's a totally different thing, but like socially, you kind of have to blend in with everyone else. But those are the people in the end who don't live the happiest lives because they let society tell them what to do and what to like. Even if they say that, they may say like, oh, don't let everyone tell you what to do, but they still do it anyway, and they're total hypocrites. There's plenty of those people out there. I think this is the right one, yeah.
I totally forgot to.
Following pop culture is kind of fine if the person doesn't specifically hate what you like. Yeah, exactly. Like, as long as someone can, at least, not hate you for that, like, that's good. Like, then you're, at least you're a good person in that sense. Like, I'm not saying, you can't like pop culture at all, but, like, don't be a dick towards people who don't like it or don't think that they're a loser just because they don't like it. Because that's what makes them the losers is, when you shun them out, it's like if you want people to stop being losers, then stop calling them losers, stop making them losers, you know. And that's not to say to the people who are actually losers, like you should probably work on improving yourself too, but maybe even like for other reasons than like just what you like specifically, like maybe you're a loser because you don't, work out enough, or you just, or you're not financially stable. Like those kinds of things, like, yeah, you should improve yourself. You should probably do something about that. That's not being a normie. That's just being healthy and being smart. But pop culture and like what we like, what we're interested in is the third, like in that like triad of, physical health, financial health, and the third one in that trinity is like social interests. And that's what tends to, make up a person and their character, like who they are as a person. I think those are the three main important things. And it's that third one, that social interest thing. The interest, not even like your social ability, because that kind of comes along with, I think, physical health. That could be factored into that, or at least like if it were a Venn diagram, like in between like physical health and social interests. But I think your interests nowadays, is what really makes up your character more than just like your social ability, And like, your social ability will go hand in hand with your, physical health or whatever, and that's just like a totally separate thing, like your ability to communicate with people, because that could either be, you being true to yourself or you having to put on an act and blending in. So it's like a totally different thing. But I think your social interests kind of make up like that's like the main thing. People will look at, what you're interested in, because what you're interested in kind of reflects on like who you are as a person. Like your social, that kind of reflects, like your social ability is like a reflection of kind of what you like. Like I think it's just a reflection of itself. I don't know. They kind of go hand in hand. They could really be both factored into that like same part of the Trinity, but like, you know what I mean? Yo, what the hell? Yo, who's this dude? What you mean? You're racist. That's not gonna. All right, look, being like that, being like this dude here, you know, maybe like funny when you're 12 years old, okay? Those are the kinds of things you keep to yourself, Like that's not, yeah, you're unique in a sense, right? But now you're just kind of pissing people off, you know what I mean? Like there's a fine line. Like as long as, your interests don't really discriminate against anyone, I guess, then you should be fine. And but like if you're like, no, that's not Zarek. It's just some person from one of the Dwayne Discords I'm in, probably. Like that's something I keep to myself, though. This is something I keep to myself. I don't show that to anyone else because I know that unless I know that they're also like politically incorrect. And that's the thing. Like, you got to be politically incorrect sometimes. You can't live in a politically correct society. So like people like this, you know, you have every right to say to express those feelings. It's just because we're on Twitch that, we're restricted and we can't advocate for those things. But, as long as you don't actually do the things that you joke about, that should also be totally socially acceptable. But it's not, because people live in a politically correct world and they just want to not hurt anyone's feelings or anything. I'm not saying outright like actually discriminate like against people, but if you joke about it, that's not something that should be totally punished, because we live in a free society. We have freedom of speech. And yet corporations can restrict that all they want for their own, business platform purposes, but like in real life, just because someone jokes about that stuff doesn't mean that they're actually like that. And people can't see that difference. They can't see that difference between someone who jokes about it, someone with a dark sense of humor, and someone who actually like does that stuff in real life. You know what I mean? All right, can we like? I'm just gonna Okay, let's just do that. Just, because I'm on this platform, so I have to do that. But, if I had my own platform, things would be different. And I hate to, like, talk about this stuff. I only have, like, 3 viewers anyway, so it's not going to matter. But, like, this is the kind of shit that, the world needs more people like that. I'm sorry I had to ban you, but, like, the world needs more people like you. Get out there and be different than everyone else. Don't let people bring you down. Have a dark sense of humor. It's fine. There's plenty of people out there who have a dark sense of humor. And you'll find them. It's just they're too scared to admit it. Or they're, or they like live in a fantasy world where no one hurts anyone's feelings. And, that's you can't do that either. I'm really getting like deep into the whole life shit, man. It's already almost time for me to go have some dinner and shit. Let's work on this a little bit more. And then I'll probably just continue doing this off stream, because when I'm on stream I can't focus.
I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon!
So I think what I can do is probably like put some pan on this.
Man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign.
Can I like duplicate this? Well, actually, what I can just do is duplicate. Duplicate this. Damn, that voice crack. All right, yeah, I duplicate that and then move this to next track. %. Stereo separation. What happened to? Oh, this is pan. Stereo separation, something different. Okay. Then what I can.
Man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop. Man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Man, I totally forgot to bring an octagon. This is embarrassing. Come on, let's go find one. Okay, Elmo, I see the stop sign, but I have to find an octagon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glorious sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon! Sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stunning angles. We found an octagon!
This song works with everything. Yeah, it does. There's a Gachi remix. There's I don't know. I'm sure there's plenty of other remixes, but like, yeah, this song is perfect for this kind of stuff. Only reason no one's made an Octagon version of it is because the Octagon thing kind of died out before this song released. Like, this song's from 2015. The Octagon thing was from like 2008 to 2013. It was like its lifespan. It was like 2010 or something, like 2010, 11 to 2013. That was like the whole Octagon meme before like Gachi became popular in like 2016, 17, and now especially. Like Gachi kind of replaced it, but like this is the original like Nico Nico. That and the like Japanese Ronald McDonald. And the Ronald McDonald one has actually lasted a lot longer. Like, that's still going on today. Like, they still make those ones. But, like, I don't like it as much because it's all Japanese. I can't understand it. And, it's not as funny. Like, it's just funny because, like, I can actually understand, like, the Octagon one because it's Jack Black. It's Sesame Street. So it's just funny how they made how people make remixes of, like, this kids show clip. Like the Ronald McDonald Japanese, like, okay, whatever, I guess. Like, I can't understand what he's saying because it's in Japanese, so it's not funny. It just sounds like noises to me. It's funnier when it's like, you can actually understand the words so that you can tell it's like a remix of something. So, alright, I'm gonna go eat dinner now because I'm starving. That was good for today. I didn't expect to, like, talk about life and shit. But I guess they made up for this because I don't know what to do here. Like, I'm just, kind of messing around, hoping that it'll work out. I've only just been working on this drop, so yeah, I'll work on this like off stream now. But that was a good stream. I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Maybe I'll just take a break and this is a good stream to conclude the year with, talking about life and shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll play a little tomorrow, just for the hell of it. But like, this is like a good, end of year recap, I guess. I mean, there's nothing to recap because I didn't fucking nothing this year, and that was the whole point. Like, just me talking about what I need to improve in 2019 and how I need to change my life up because it's about time I do that. So, if you're gonna stream tomorrow, don't forget to turn on Putin's speech. Oh yeah, should do that. And then I think Trump should make a speech too. That'd be amazing. Although that might happen like later in the day, because Russia's obviously ahead, so it'd be easier for me to stream Putin's speech. That'd be funny. Okay, who am I gonna host? XQC. Fuck it. I'll see you guys. If you're watching on YouTube, I guess I'll upload this to YouTube since it had a pretty deep speech that I just like kind of came up with right there. But yeah, I'll see you all another time. Maybe in 2019, maybe not. I'll try to stream tomorrow. But it's almost 2019 anyway. We got 30 hours left. Less than 30 hours left of 2018. This has been an uneventful year. I can't wait for 2019. I'm actually, this is the first time, I can't wait for the new year because I want to change my life up. And 2018 was a shit year. I need to put it behind me. And I vow to never have a shit year like this ever again. This is the last straw. I'm changing my life up. 2019 is going to be the year for me. It's going to be my year. I see all these people like 2018 was amazing. It was great. Like, good for you. But it wasn't everyone's best year. Certainly wasn't my year. 2019 is going to be different though. I'm changing shit up this time. I know I said I'd change shit up in like 2016, but I didn't change shit up. My life actually got worse over the last 2 years because I became even more sedentary. And that sucks. So this is the time, this is the year that I am finally actually getting a hold of myself and completely turning myself around, because I haven't done that yet, and it's about time I do. So, my year. Reagan did the speech to Russians, though. Yeah, he did. Tear down this wall, right? That was his speech? Yeah, I think so. Reagan was a good president. I mean, I wasn't alive in the 80s, but I think from the history books, I can tell he was a pretty good president. He got reelected, so he was obviously good. Yeah, I'm gonna go host XQC now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all on another stream. Happy New Year, everyone! If you're like watching tomorrow, whatever, I don't know. See you later.